Hey, Bailey, how does it feel to be so right it hurts? When Jesse's the voice of reason, Houston, we have a problem. And West, in the great words of Charlotte from Sex and the City, I curse the day you were born. Welcome to Showmance, guys, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth.
Dives as deep as the spiral I went into, having to watch 42 minutes of a trifling ass bee go about her business as usual, as if we don't know everything.
We know everything.
This show for the rest of the summer should be called I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good, Natalie.
Watching that whole thing, weren't you just like, how dare you, ma'am?
Literally, that's my first note. How dare you, in all caps, the group chat about how Ben wants to f you. Sorry, Judy. Judy, or how are you doing, Judy? Where is Judy?
I know. I haven't heard from you in a hot minute, Judy. Listen, you better not disappear before the merch comes.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Judy.
Yeah, that was diabolical. This whole episode should just be called, I just want to put a huge diabolical across the thumbnail because everybody, Wes and Amanda acted next level foolery that I didn't even know you could, like, it's like they smushed it all into this one episode. Like,
this is why I think they're re-editing things.
Yeah, they're definitely re-editing to make Jesse understand that he's basically what is it when
on deck?
Well, when a bunch of people like in government get like if something horrible happens, you're a designated survivor. He's like the one guy that they're like, we might need to go back in and add a few things.
Jesse's getting a teleprompter for his interviews. Like, just read what's on the thing.
But I feel like Jesse's that guy. You know how like it's the heir and the spare? You know, like they say in like royal families, you have the heir to the throne and then the second sibling's the spare because they're probably never going to get there.
Yeah.
And then you go down like 18 other people and it's like, oh, that person's never going to be, queen. And then next thing you know, we're at a coronation for Jesse.
Yeah.
We never thought we would be scraping the bottom of the barrel like this.
But there's too much good moments with Jesse in this.
So many good ones.
I'm like, something's going on here. Like they are trying to hovel together like every cent because we're going to need some trust in a new leader. He might be the last man standing. He might be literally shepherding us into season 11.
In Jesse, we trust.
Yeah, I know. This is...
Okay, we have to get in Top of the Pops because we spent 2 hours talking about the West Side's Commando.
Oh, yeah. If you didn't see that,
go back and watch it. It's real good.
Yeah, it's something.
So we start off...
It's also, people are confused where to go. Go to our YouTube channel and go to the video right before this one.
Oh, yeah. We have a whole channel. Subscribe,
a bunch of videos.
Hype. Tell a friend. Okay, so we are back at the golf range where Amanda and Ben are having the conversation. Amanda, everything now is suspect to me about Amanda. Everything that comes out of her mouth, I'm just like, I don't believe you. What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense. John Nashing everything she's saying. And when she says, I don't even remember saying this to her, but then you apologize for it. Like, if I don't remember saying something, I think I would want to have a deeper conversation, which maybe they didn't give us because of editing, but it doesn't make, like, you do remember saying it. Of course you said it.
Yeah. Well, now to know who she is and to know that she is such a sucker for any man looking at her twice, like she just lives and breathes this shit like it's crack. She said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to have that confessional where she's saying, I mean, she buried herself. She could not have, in my opinion.
It was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing to watch.
Yeah, like I think I want to see somebody like really creaming themselves, and then you're watching it and you're like, make it stop, make it like this is almost like this is truly like if you did tell a lie, like. There's been things that I have like told people like, oh, I'm going to say I'm sick. I can't do this thing. And I'll sometimes remind Mike, remember last time I didn't go to the thing because I was sick. Like these things, when I tell a lie, it stays on my mind because I know I got to perpetuate that shit for the rest of my life. I have to figure out how to make sure that everyone is on board and remembers that this was the story that I went with. And that's what I feel like she's doing. She has no idea that we know all of her deepest, darkest, and she's talking to us as if we don't know. And it's half insulting and half really embarrassing and humiliating for her.
When she said, "How dare you?"
Yeah.
You wanted to me last summer, and there was a whole text thread about it. My head exploded.
Yeah.
My first thought was, can someone please check on Bailey?
Yeah.
Because
why don't you go apologize to Bailey, you dumb bitch? Like, you let her just take it. Well, I think Ben was just kind of always sticking up for men, always looking for the dude to be like, well, I just think, but it was true. She knew that it was true. And
she played into it.
And she played into it. And there was a group chat about it. And she let every other guy in that house talk about it, all the jokes about it. And then Bailey says it. And it's like, wow.
How dare you?
Yeah. What a joke. What, God. This is going to be kind of the theme that carries out. Like, I'm mad at Amanda for a million reasons, but like the fact that like the Bens, the Kyles, the Jessies, all men who I have loathed and have been pretty upfront about it, she is making the sea is shifting. Like it's just, nobody asked for this. We have to deal with what you did and all of these people moving up in the ranks that we didn't approve. I didn't approve that. No one asked me. I didn't sign off on that.
How dare you?
I approved a couple things while you were in Palm Springs.
You know what the name of this app should be?
What?
How dare you,
How
Amanda?
dare- oh, okay. That's it. Done. Done.
I got a title of app. Yeah.
It's done.
Okay. Then
Don't let me forget it. Somebody text me. It'll
I'll
be
text.
5 a.m. and I'll be like,
What
I
was
hate you.
The thing about this conversation with Ben and Amanda versus Ben and Bailey is like the Ben and Bailey conversation. I was like, oh no, dude, this is too much. You're going too hard. Like this is lasting too long. Like it was a little aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't aggressive. It was I can't remember the word I used, but it was a great word for it. It's just too much, right? And this one, I was like, I didn't really have that thought. And somebody had made a comment about it, like, oh, it was just as bad as the other one. And I was thinking, like, I don't think it was. And then as I watched it this time, like the end of it, I was like, oh, it's because we know all this stuff. And I don't really give a shit about Amanda now. And I wish it was worse. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like back then I was like, oh, you've been a dick to Bailey. And we liked Bailey. And now we don't like Amanda. And that was the weird, like that was I think that was the thing that made me be like, this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It still felt different to me though. Like the way
that's because he wants to have sex with her.
Yeah. And I think he's also pissed that he didn't get to. I think that's the whole reason why he broke up with his girlfriend or like told her, hey babe, I'm going to keep you on ice.
Because I want to fuck my mate's missus.
I think I might be able to fuck my mate's missus. And I want to see if that's, you know what? This is how low the bar is though. I literally had me thinking, well, at least he broke up with her before he came and didn't just go, oh, I'll just try my luck. And if it happens, I'll deal with it then, you know?
I said that earlier, like way back when I was like, yeah, I mean, at least he did that. Like at least he didn't go off and try to bang and not, you know, like whatever.
Hard out here for the ladies.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we get.
I'm sorry, just that one last line. When she says, and did I play into it? Yeah. Who doesn't like attention? Like, again, we got the memo. You are big on the male gaze and attention.
This whole episode was like, you know, when people like play a soundbite from like a politician or whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, like that didn't age well. This whole episode did not age well for Amanda.
I wonder if they went back and put a bunch of shit in to almost just sort of get it all over with, because like they do have to like. This is the thing. I don't know if the timing of it, like we can argue if the timing of it is PR, like the way that it got out, does it have something to do with the rollout? And so that all eyeballs will be on this other show. But like, I truly am so bummed on what this other show is going to be now. And it looks like they finished the season. It looks like it's so the whole thing is like, I'm sure they're still, you know, making whatever edits, but like it seems like they've shot the whole thing already. They've invested a lot into these people. So like she's our main person. We're going to be watching her arguing with Kyle and branching out and whatever. Like we were really supposed to like her. So like this whole thing is such a cluster. I wonder if they're going to treat her this poorly in the edit for the rest of the season. Because I don't even know what the smart business move is. You got to shield your talent from some things. Like if she's going to be leading us into a new series, we cannot think that she is the scum of the earth. right?
What if the reason the story broke is because it broke on in the city first?
Oh, well, I would love that. I would love to see the real time of this. Oh my God.
I
But
don't
what
know
if
if that
that's-
makes sense.
Why not? Because they filmed it right after last summer, right?
Yeah.
You guys thought they were banging.
rolled right into it. Yeah.
They went right into it.
Got it. So you're saying Ciara didn't find out through the neighbor. It was production.
No, I mean, I don't
I'm
know if that
saying
changes.
that, like,
I don't know how Ciara found out until she tells us. Like, there's things
no,
that
what I'm
sound
saying,
like it
they
might
were
have. But
filming the city up until recently, right? And then they picked up cameras again for
Summer
not-
House.
But Summer House has been wrapped for months and isn't
Yeah, but
going
Right,
into
but we
done
haven't
that
production.
seen
before.
the finale episode. Like we're still watching the season, so they can still pick up cameras to add one more. It's just like how they had to pick it up when when Paige goes over to Mother Hubbard's and says, "I broke up with Craig, and guess what? He says he got me a ring, and all that stuff."
Right. No,
They do
got
that with
it.
Jersey, like
I
when
know they
someone's
do
going to
it.
prison.
I don't know if you guys heard. I work in television. I thought it was the city that they went back and
Oh no.
did it for.
Oh no.
I wonder when the city filmed then. When then the city is like October to December, maybe.
Maybe longer than that. October. Oh, I guess something like that.
October, November, December.
Because they said, like, when we originally were hearing about this show, that they told us very little, but what was very clear was that they would be rolling right out of Summer House and straight into the next series.
Yeah, what I
So
said
they might
never
have had
made
a
any
couple
sense.
weeks off between, because September was their final time.
Yeah.
So-
Labor Day weekend's the last one.
Yeah.
Then they get home, maybe have like 2-3 weeks off, and then the end of September, beginning of October, they go straight into it.
It feels like if that's when Amanda did move out into like her new apartment, you know how we were talking in. There's a lot of things that I feel like we talked about a lot of this stuff in the first episode. So you will want to go back and watch that because we are going to try to zip through this. But I don't even remember why I brought this up. And now you're definitely going to have to go back because I don't even know.
You were
what to tell
saying
you.
something about if she was living
apartment.
in that other apartment.
Oh, okay. So if she did move out into that other apartment, there's probably a lot more flexibility for her. And if there's a camera or two that lives in her apartment, maybe, or whatever, like production could be finding this out as it's happening. Just she's being a little sloppier because she doesn't have, she's not living with her ex-husband anymore, or down the hall from her ex-husband, or not ex-husband yet, but almost.
Yeah, I think I got my timeline. I was thinking, like, what if they're filming in the city these last few months, and,
Like in January, February. And
and it came out while they were filming that, and
Yeah,
then
I
they
would
were
love
like,
that.
"Yo, you guys are banging," and they're like, "Whoops, yeah," and then it was like, "Well, you gotta take it out because we're fucking putting it in,"
Yeah.
and that's why the trailer for that show, Kyle and Amanda, have gone from, "Oh, we're in therapy and we're doing little arguments we've always had," to, "You're threatening me? That's a horrible idea." Like, whoa, that's level 10. That's divorce attorney. I'm taking everything. That is, you cheated on me.
I need to
That's
know all of
next
this. I
level
need the
shit.
True Hollywood story of this entire thing. Like, listen, I'll pay my dues. I'll watch both seasons all the way through, give it a few months, and then I'm going to expect a documentary to happen immediately because I need to know all of these things.
I need a pop-up video.
Yeah, if this is reality TV, then like we need to know the reality of it. Anyways, moving along.
Excuse me, I love my new iPad here. It's just really doing things for me. I feel like I'm really at the news desk. Okay. Then we're back at the house. Amanda crawls in bed with Ciara, being like, "I feel so bad. I have to apologize to Sabrina over something you don't remember."
Yeah.
Which is just weird. And of course, Ciara's being a great friend to her because that's all she's ever been. And then we've just kind of got like a bunch of little like clips. I'm going to just run through them and then say whatever you want about them. Is that okay?
Okay, hold on. Like,
Please.
the scene that you were just at that's when Sabrina and Amanda talk?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's just when they get home from the golfing.
Okay.
And Amanda crawls into Ciara's bed when they get home and she's just like, "Oh, I feel so bad. I have anxiety. I have to apologize to her."
Oh my God. Okay. So then that is when she's like, "Oh, I just feel icky about this whole thing. Like I made someone feel a certain type of way." Like, again, a bullshit. Like, this is, I hate seeing this. I am now watching this and going, Amanda's been this way. She has been this meek. I never want to hurt anyone's feelings. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, like she has been, was that a lie this entire time? Was she never that person? Because like if there's a whole group chat going on and she doesn't feel icky about anything.
It's when she talks to Sabrina that I'm like waiting to get to this moment. She has been fooling anyone who thought she was a nice person.
Yeah,
has been fooled, myself included.
Yeah, me
She
too.
is
I didn't think she had it in her.
Devil.
She is
piece of shit. I'm jumping ahead. When she tells Sabrina in her apology, that wasn't my story to share or whatever the bullshit you said with that shit devil grin on your face. Like when Sabrina was like, I don't think you were this because what did she say? I'll go, she said the same thing about Ciara's nails. I'll go savage. I'd go savage on you. I was like, oh, ding, ding, ding. I'm in for that. I'll take one savage on Amanda, please, to go.
Okay.
I cannot wait. I hope Sabrina comes to the reunion and just puddles Amanda. I hate Amanda. I hope I'm all down for fire away on this bitch.
Why did that line trigger you so much?
Because you're apologizing to this girl. You're in the middle of an apology for saying some bullshit. Is it true? Yeah, apparently. We all thought it was true. We've been saying it the whole time.
It's true.
The girl felt away about it. You just sat there in the bedroom and, I feel so icky. And then you end your apology was, yeah, that just wasn't my story to share. That's you just apologized and then you told this bitch, it's true. He does want to me, but I probably shouldn't have told you that.
Yeah.
Grin.
No, I clocked it also. I rarely see you like this. So I was curious as to what the
dead to me.
The whole build up to that was also kind of anticlimactic because I thought Sabrina was going to be tougher. It seemed like she was all talk about how.
Oh, I didn't think she would be tougher. I think she really wants everyone to like her, and she's.
I thought well, because I didn't ever see it last week, so I thought you guys said she was like kind of a psycho.
No. Just in like coming in, being like, oh my God, I love you already. I know we just said hello, but I've heard the best things about you, and I think we should braid each other's hair and be best friends for the rest of our lives. How about you sleep over tonight?
The part that made you was probably like, oh, she's gonna skin you and wear her like last season Versace or whatever. Courtney said super fine, but like down the road.
Okay.
But like she's not. She's I thought, and now this wouldn't have made sense, but it will now. Because it was weird like that. I was like, "Whoa, dude, chill out. We just met. Like, you don't need to tell me these things that I didn't even know you knew about me. I'm supposed to be the one to tell you these things. What? It's just weird. It was weird stuff. So with that being said, I thought she was tougher. I thought she sat there and was kind of like, I don't think you were being malicious. Like when she was saying that. Because if you did, I would go, what did she say again?
Savage?
I would go savage on you.
But why did that answer tip her off then? Like, why didn't that answer make her, like, why didn't she, when she said, I said this thing and I guess it wasn't my story to tell, I thought that Sabrina would go, what story? So you're doubling down on what you said? Because that's
I think
good.
I hear what you're saying. I think she did, but in a Sabrina way. So now I'm seeing her totally different.
Okay.
Now I'm seeing her in a two truths that she's not going to blow up this whole house day one. You're here 5 minutes and you're going to boom, start a war with the main girl in the house. Not yet. I think that her saying like that little of looking at her and being like, yeah, no, if I knew you were being malicious, I would have gone, why can't I remember this word?
Savage.
I would have gone savage on you.
Okay.
I feel like that was her just throwing a shot across Amanda's bow, being like, I got you. I got your number and keep it up and I will take you out. That's the vibe I got.
Well, I would love that vibe. That is not what I got.
Well,
I would like to jump on your wavelength because that's way funner.
Two things about this, and I know we've jumped ahead, but we're here.
This is why you don't jump ahead.
This is why you let the moderator. Okay. But one, I actually think Sabrina's a really sweet chick. I just think it's it's a lot all at once and we don't have context for it, because I know that her and Ciara have a friendship now, but when she first met Ciara, that was the first time she was meeting. So it just was one of those situations that, like, I think you are very sweet. I just think it's the same gene in her that made her tell Ben, I love you after like 3 dates or whatever. Like he said, she said, I love you really fast, and I freaked out. So I just think that's how she is, who she is. And to paint like a clearer picture for you for what we were saying last week. But also when Amanda said, it's not my story to tell, what I thought she was referring to, but didn't, I don't know if it was editing or whatever. Her and Ben, Sabrina and Ben, I don't think they were together last summer. I think Ben was single, right?
That's up in the air. A lot of people think that like they were together the whole time, and that's why Sabrina literally knows everything about everyone, because like.
And why I was like,
when they were in Italy, I meant like.
Oh no,
when they were in Italy,
yeah,
Ben was
I don't think
single.
that they even knew each other then.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Sorry. So, I think what Amanda was trying to say, whether she said it this way, but it's why she said it wasn't my story to tell, which is like, no, Ben did want to sleep with me last summer. Obviously, I'm married and I'm not going to do that. And it's not my place to be telling you that this guy wanted to sleep with a married woman, me being the married woman, and I should have just kept my mouth shut. It doesn't even matter if that's what you were trying to say. It's still all shit.
Yeah.
Like everything coming out of her mouth, it's like, that's still you detonating a bomb in this girl's lap.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because why else? It doesn't make any sense. And I could be reading it into it wrong to say it's not my story to tell, meaning it's still true.
I know. I just think it's funny because honestly, I think that Amanda like could easily be like, and like I would do this. Listen, whatever it says about me, I would be like, this guy's new. He's not even from here. He's probably not coming back next summer. I don't know. Like, I'm probably just gonna be like, not say any of that. Like, not like I don't need to tell this girl anything about whatever happened last summer. I would probably lie for Ben. Like, I would just be like, no, I was just joking, or what, like to move past it. But Amanda is such a sucker for like, everyone needs to know that like people do want me and people are yearning for me, and that she had to tell this girl who she doesn't know from the wall, it wasn't my story to tell. I just thought it was very self-indulgent. Like, I know that it could be considered the right thing to do. Like, she didn't lie. She basically phrased it where if Sabrina wanted to ask more questions, she could. But now that I know what the code of ethics that Amanda Batula lives by, like, I don't see any of the good in that. I see that as like, that was just self-indulgent for you in some fashion.
Okay, so then we've got Kyle. Kyle feeling optimistic because they're in therapy now. Anyone?
I know. I'm still like, I still lean towards that. Like, this is all fake. So like, I can't feel too bad for him because I cannot believe that he thinks that him and his wife, Amanda Batula, are going to therapy, marriage, couples counseling. Like, I just can't.
On the off chance that it is, they are like, listen, what I have always said is, and I could be totally wrong, but like, yeah, they are at the absolute tail end of this. She is so checked out. We need a new word for checked out.
Yeah.
And I think because so much of his life is crumbling at this moment in time,
right. He could
the business, the whatever, that he's like, oh, this is what, like, you know, when everything is so bad and like one good thing happens, you're like, so it's okay because this is one thing. We're in therapy and that means everything's going to be okay, right? Just tell me something's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that maybe was where his head was at.
Yeah. That could definitely be an option.
After this, we've got West pulling on Bailey's hair. And what I just want to say is do not touch her. Do not touch Bailey. Don't touch anyone else. Okay.
There was a lot of it. There was like a couple scenes of him just being very physical with her and like,
yes.
And like she was letting it happen, and it wasn't like he was. I mean, I wouldn't say he did anything wrong, as opposed to these are two people. Like, but like she's also new, and she's a baby. She's my little baby goddaughter, little baby dumpling face.
If you didn't know anything, like if West Side Scamandal breaks next week, we're not even having this cut. We're going right over this scene, right? Maybe we bring it up because it's a little fun, like the little arm bar where he's pulled in her back, like. and she's doing one of these things right in front of Ben. Like maybe we bring, but probably not.
Yeah.
And then if we are, it's all a little brother sister thing. Now the hair, the arm bar,
Yeah.
the chin rubbing, this whole.
I'm telling you, man,
Bro,
he is trying to get
was
down with anyone who will
wild.
let him.
But
He
it's
is
also
so foul.
it also got me to be like, oh, you guys are like, and we talked about this a second ago, but like the re-editing is because like I have a note like I don't understand the 9 minutes. The first 9 minutes of this show, 9 minutes. This show's 42 minutes. That's a quarter of the show.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Literally nothing happens except montage scene, little thing, scene, Dara asking if KJ's phone is plugged in. What? That's a scene? That's a clip? I needed that soundbite. Baby, is your phone plugged in? Did you set your alarm? I needed that 10 seconds of bullshit. Like, it's just little vignettes and moments. They're just putting in moments now. They know. Like, it's either A, let's recut this thing because everybody's watching and we'll send them on a scavenger hunt to like mayhem and craziness, and it'll be amazing. We'll all get rich. Good job, you're doing it. Or they're just like, we got nothing. The rest of this season was supposed to be a whole West and Ciara. Well, they won't. We can't do that. We'll get murdered. So now what do we got? We don't have a story. We don't have a show. Nobody believes the show. All we have to do now is pepper in moments that will send people on a scavenger hunt. That's what the rest of the season's going to be.
But it's also getting the new crew ready for launch for
the
season
baton
11,
passing.
for the baton passing, because that's why I think like, listen, I don't know, like I need to go back and watch that mid-season, like the first trailer or whatever trailer it was. I don't know. But when you see like Levi and Dara and Bailey getting into like what I thought was like a screaming match. I thought it was like a very like two girls on Dara and basically like I swear to God, one of them said, you're lying.
Yeah.
Like, so unless that is something that happens like way later, but like it seemed like it was that scene at the.
I wonder if you could even see it anymore. Like, I wonder if they've pulled it.
So if they took that off because they're like, no, they get along fine. Don't worry about it. You know, like don't like all good vibes. Jesse, oh, he's learned his lesson. He's not going to flirt. He's got his girl. Like, I don't know who else, but like those three are like really only the three people that we know are for sure. Like, we're just going to hand you right off and keep you clean until then. Brush the dirt off of you
for the summer house.
Yeah, for this summer.
And again, that fight could be later on, but they really made us think it was supposed to be the argument that happened at what's her name's?
Lindsay's.
Yeah. And then seeing West do all those things, like they didn't need to show that. There's something that happens shortly after this that we didn't need to see. When Wes is touching Bailey, you know when you have a cat, you guys got cats, right? And you have like a spray bottle, you want to squirt them to like get off the table. Yeah. Like that's what I was looking at. Wes just like wanting to throw something at him or like pour water on him, like knock it off.
I literally said, "Don't you touch her."
Yes,
don't touch her.
God.
So they're all, getting ready to go out. Ben decides to stay home because he's getting married next weekend and he wants to,
Yeah.
And then, whatever, we get the quick clip of everyone being out at the club.
No, they're getting ready to go out.
Oh, yes.
And then West gives Jesse his pants to wear, which I was like, this is going to be an interesting reveal. Just like thinking about a short, stocky guy on like a freaking beanpole. And for a condom to fall out of the pants pocket and land on the floor. And then Jesse steps over it and is like, and then they make jokes like, oh, that can't be. Like, oh, he's like, Jesse, what is that? And Jesse finally was like, these are West's pants. I don't know. And he's like, well, they can't be West. That's a Magnum. That was pretty cute. But like, what? Like, they had just come from golf. Is West banging so much tail that he's like got to pack a condiment? Like, does he think he's going to like hit it off with the cart girl or something?
Girl.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. He's an F-boy.
Yeah.
Oh God! Just walk like Amanda. This is your husband now.
Safety
Because you guys
first.
are getting married, having children.
Maybe he was banging Amanda at the golf thing. She did look a little rose flush.
She didn't go out with them. And I thought like that's normally something I think right now Amanda would totally do is go out. But I think that she stayed home because I think that Ben confronted her with her shenanigans. And I think that and Ben didn't go out too, but I think that Amanda just went like, that's when Amanda crawls back into her husband because she needs a little shelter support. She needs a little shield. So she's just going to be a good little wife and go home and stay home with Kyle tonight, which is weird that Kyle didn't go out either.
Kyle's depressed.
Yeah.
So then when they get home from being out, Jesse just picks up on the fact that there's a little, he goes, I've seen this movie before of the, you know, the vibe between Ciara and West. And he's like, you know, and this is where I'm talking about, like, if Jesse's being the voice of reason, what has the world come to? And he's like, they just need to figure something out, have some boundaries. This is not gonna end well for anyone. And little did you know, Jesse, it's in ways unimaginable. This is not gonna end well for anyone.
To see him with Bailey, with the condom, looking out his room for Ciara, obviously the girl later on, like this guy literally is 24-hour like just constant, like, who do we got? Like, like it's, I a good healthy sex drive, all good, love it for you. I don't understand this. I can't imagine walking around like this, and maybe that's just dudes in general. I don't know.
KJ's not KJ,
not KJ.
And let me tell you something. I'm very interested to hear.
I walk around here all day long wanting to know
that's
you.
true,
but just with her, not with everyone. You're not like going to work with magnums falling out of your pocket, being like, "Oh, sorry, Meg, thought we were."
We haven't seen a condom since the 70s.
Yeah. Since way before you were born. Okay, wait. I wanted to say that I'm interested on what Dara will contribute to the conversation with all of this at the reunion, because she really nailed it in her first 2 seconds on the show. She was like, West is the best guy and Lesher falling in love with him.
Yeah. And I also wonder what her loyalties will be, if she'll be like, this, he's my friend, he's the one that brought me on the show, he didn't do it to me, or like that's someone else's problem now, like I'm not getting,
it is.
you know. Yeah, like I wonder if she just will kind of hold back, you know. I wouldn't blame her if she did, honestly. Like I understand if she wouldn't want to get involved in that. It's not her business, and you know.
Totally, but I'm sure Andy will ask something like, "Oh, you said this in the beginning of the season," like seeing how things have played out.
Yeah.
Would you like to expound on that at all?
I think if put that way, I think she'll answer that.
Yeah, because she seems to be a very direct person.
And that was her comment.
Yeah.
Like, and she can explain. She has the perfect opportunity to explain what she's meant.
That's right.
Because he's laid it out for her.
And being KJ's girl, and KJ and Ciara having the bond that they do, she probably, I take it back, she probably will come out a little stronger. And
KJ, before any of this news came out about West and Amanda, he was on Watch What Happens Live saying like, West ain't ready to be in a relationship. Yeah. Like, that's my guy, but like there's some stuff that needs to be worked out. And clearly I'm sure he's feeling exponentially more in that direction. Speaking of Watch What Happens Live, if this is accurate, because I didn't see it on Bravo, but I saw it posted in a couple of different places, I think that tomorrow night's Watch What Happens, Mia's going to be on. And no one's been on yet. Like nobody from somewhere else has been on since all this has gone down. So I would love. She'd be the best one to have. It would just be all in Ciara's support. It wouldn't be about Amanda. It'll be all about Ciara. She'll nail it. Yeah.
I'll be needing to be watching that by myself.
Speaking of Mia, the next morning she goes into Ciara's room and she's like, I'm just so sad. Like I had a dream where both of my parents were talking to me and I was like, Ma, oh my God, Mike's not, he's unwell.
Oh, I don't like, this is a weird, that shit got me. Both my parents are alive, but like, I couldn't imagine having a dream about a dead parent and waking up to realize you don't.
Oh, I can tell you it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Today's actually the anniversary of my dad's death. That's why I'm wearing his rings and not Stan's rings today. But yeah, today's his 1 year. And there was one thing that we ran into
I didn't text you.
Huh?
I didn't text you today. Like.
Yeah, like Carl. You didn't get into
You're
Kyle.
I told you guys, I didn't even text her. But yeah, it didn't even cross my mind. Like it never occurred to me. I don't think I've ever had a dream about my grandma is the only person in my life, thankfully, as of now, that's died. That's been like a huge,
Significant, yeah.
significant thing.
Do you dream about her?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever had that. I've never had a dream about my grandma, and I would lose my mind. Like if I had that kind of dream, and especially the dream that she had where she's like
Just come to the
begging
house.
Yeah,
to-
I know that is a gnarly
oh
one.
my
They can be great too.
gosh.
And be
Yeah, I
open to them
guess.
being
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And also sometimes they're really exhausting because they do feel so real. And you're like, no, don't. Like you're yelling something and trying to
Yeah.
get them to turn around. And then like you feel depleted the next day because you felt like you ran a marathon when you wake up. But then other ones are like light and fun. And like, so I hope
Yeah,
that you do have a good one.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I would just like to say, as the resident medium of the group, that, and I know this for sure, when you have a loved one that's crossed over and they visit you in a dream, that is real. That is their soul visiting you and making contact. Like I know that, like, the grass is green, the sky is blue, and the sun will rise tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I really hope that she takes
Takes a
some comfort in the fact that, like, no, that is your parents' souls visiting you. And I love that she said that I want to go see a medium. I think she would get so much if she sees a good medium. You will just, like, the difference between when people get on the phone or when we meet up or whatever until the end, it's like, of course you still miss your loved one, but watching someone shift and just like a weight being lifted off of them, a light in them again, she will just gain so much from doing it. So I hope you have seen a medium.
Yeah. I think, oh yeah, she mentioned that she wanted to.
Yeah, she said, she was like, I want to. And Sarah's like, I got a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was going to mention this at the end, but since we're just talking about it now, I just wanted to say that. So 1 year ago today, my stepdad, Coach Weiss, died, and he left his lovely wife, my stepmom, Martha, and she also has their wedding anniversary tomorrow. And so it was like such a bummer of a day, but also a sweet day. And we went to see her because AGT did auditions up north at Cache Creek, and which is like 15 minutes from where I live and
Cool
grew up.
place.
Yeah. And so she came and had dinner with us, and she had and she's a DA. She's very type A. She's very organized. And I just leave it to her to, you ask her how she's doing, and she's like, well, I've joined this group. I'm doing this. And she said, I've got a 3-year plan, survive, live, thrive. So it was just like it was just, so of course she would say that. Of course she would have that. Like I would just be an absolute disaster, just waiting to wake up and see where the day leads me. But she's like, no, bitch. Like there's going to be here's year 1, here's year 2, and here's year 3. And I don't know, like, listen, I know it's just like super simple words, but I couldn't remember what the order was. And I was talking to her this morning and wanted to just get it right. But I thought, anytime that like you sit down and make any plan to do anything, it's always better than not. And so I don't know, that has just stuck with me. I didn't, even though it was not a surprise to me that she had a plan, I did not, when she said it, I just didn't expect to hear that she had like really thought it all out. And I don't know, she's taken care of so much shit after, he is gone, and because he left a lot of shit that she's had to sort out. And anyway, it's just, today's the day. And now she's in live. So she's in live mode. She's just been surviving. But today starts living, bitches.
And I think the thing with grief is like, it's like this big rock, right? Like this big thing that lives inside of you. And even though that might not get smaller, your capacity to hold it gets bigger.
Yeah.
Like obviously I have lost people, and I have people in my life that have lost people in my life that have lost their children, which I can't even imagine a loss like that. And it's like, your stepmom is so right. It's like, okay, just survive, just get through this year. And then it's like, okay, my cup grew a little, my container grew a little bigger, and now I can live a little bit. Now I can, and then I can thrive because, and I will say this, and whatever, you can believe me or not, it's not my place to try to make you believe. I know this is a fact. I have never once done a reading with someone, and no one has ever come through to give any other message other than love.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you weren't at their bedside when they crossed over. It doesn't matter if you weren't speaking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if you left the room because like you just had to get some sleep and now you're beating yourself up for that. Like, they want you to thrive.
Yeah.
Like, your dad wants your stepmom to be finding any joy she can in life, because if you are here, you are here for a reason. And I think it's so beautiful that she could even like get through the fog of what grief is to figure that out. It's a real testament to who she is.
Yeah. He also, just shortly before he passed, he went and got a lab, a baby lab. And if anyone's had labs, like, they are basically a
child.
whole child. They're basically a whole child. And she was like, what do you...
They're a teenager in a little baby toddler's body is what they are. Like a wild, rambunctious, deaf teenager.
Yeah. And like I said, she's a district attorney. She's real biz. And she said to him, like, if we're keeping this dog, you have to promise to be here. And he's like, yeah. When really, I think he knew all along, like, I'm not going to be, but you're going to have your hands full. And like,
that's kind of really beautiful, sweet. You know?
Yeah, she sent a little video of Pupperdoodle in the snow.
Pupperdoodle.
Stop it. What's the puppy's name?
It's Shay. Shay. Hi, Shay.
Shay. That's Pupperdoodle.
So cute. Oh.
Survive, live, thrive. It's all happening.
Yeah. So, God, I could talk about that forever.
Yeah, me too.
But okay, after this, we then go to West and Jesse's room, and they're talking about like how crazy it is that Sabrina and Ben are together and they're moving so quickly and whatever. And listen, they might be moving quickly. They might not, because maybe they've been together this whole time. Either way, it's just pretty rich to listen to these two like commitment phobic dudes being like, what is he doing?
Oh my God, I'll be so pissed.
Yeah.
What are you getting pissed about? That he met someone he likes?
Yeah.
But also when Jesse was like, we don't even know about this girl. I guess she likes rock and roll. And West is like, red flag.
Yeah. From a walking red flag.
What the hell? Like, you can't.
Also from a musician. Like, what is he even talking about?
But like,
she doesn't like the standard jazz classics. I talked to her.
But fine.
No, I'm kidding.
But
like
rock and roll? You can't like rock and roll? That's a red flag nowadays.
Also, you guys don't know Ben. He's been here for 5 minutes. Yeah. Like, you know him about as well as you know her now. Like, I just thought it was ridiculous, like the upheaval that happened because he has a girlfriend that was coming today. So he didn't want to go out last night and, play grab ass and probably get super hungover. So he's not going to be ready to like
play grab ass with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Take notes, you motherfucker.
Idiots.
Not for nothing. I'm not Ben's biggest fan, but that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we migrate out to the backyard where Jesse says we're going to have a Vegas style party, which actually is a great theme. It's such a bummer that he didn't do anything for the party. And I will say it does go to show, because we always ask this question, like, how much do they do and prepare for the party? And clearly it's a decent amount, because there was one floaty that they blew up for the pool and a bartender.
Yeah.
That was basically it. And truly the only thing besides that I clocked from this scene was, and they did cut this back in, was when West went over and sat on Amanda and maybe passed gas on her, maybe didn't. But like, could you imagine if, because I don't like use toot, maybe did toot.
Wait,
what?
You don't like the F word?
I don't like, it's just so uncouth. Like, oh, stop farting on me. I was like, don't piss.
My aunt hates that. That's like,
I'm
everyone
with your
has
aunt.
a word. That's her
It's
word.
coming from are you ready to get cum on your face?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
That's nature.
No, my aunt
That's
Kate.
good times. No one ever had a good
That's
time with
true.
being tooted on.
No,
The other one, some fun happened. Wait, can I just say though, that if Shane and I were still together and we're all hanging out and Natalie's in her bikini and Shane goes over and sits on top of her teats and everything and starts like, would you not be like
farting on her?
But like the whole point, like you don't have to. We weren't left to have to wonder anything. We've been told that's his thing. That's what Wes does when he likes you. He sits on you. So why would you do that in front of Ciara too? Like why?
Well,
like
they put it back in. Like we've established that as a thing. So
you
now,
think that it was like it wasn't gonna.
That was part of the re-editing, I think.
No, there would be no other
Because
reason.
take the story out. What? Why do we know? We don't need it.
Because it was such a throwaway line, because I went back and rewatched that scene because I wanted to make sure 100% that was Wes, because they didn't have a clip of his face. It was just his like those yellow board shorts. Right.
Which then he wasn't wearing
Swimming
again
trunks.
right after that. So it took a minute. I like went back twice to make sure like that was Wes, right?
That's exactly what I did. And so I feel like, again, that's them trying to patchwork together what we're seeing in present day.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
You know how when you do something stupid and
No.
I was.
I'll let you know if it happens.
Okay, good. I was actually directing that towards Nat Mike. Just kidding, Nat. I just didn't want to make him feel bad 2 weeks in a row. Okay, no. I think that Amanda's move to go check on Bailey was just one of those things where it's like, oh, I know I did something bad. And so now I'm just going to try to like, oh, let me busy my mind, or like reach out to the girl that I brought here and haven't really talked to all summer. Like it just seems like she was trying to make fetch happen in that moment. She was clearly having some anxiety because she knew she was going to have to, she just got a talking to from Ben. She knew Sabrina's showing up today. She has to talk to her and have that conversation, which she doesn't want. And so now all of a sudden she's just going to randomly go talk to Bailey about Carl. And you've never once really taken an interest in this girl.
Yeah. It's like it's the same as like how Ben yelled at her, so now she's gonna stay at home with her husband and get an early night sleep with him.
Right. That's
she's
exactly
gonna
right.
go in with Bailey because like someone's gonna see this, and now like Bailey will be proven right. Everything she said was right, and Amanda didn't really stand up for her, stood up for Ben instead. And then so yeah, she's just trying to like make nice and cover bases and get some connection, make everyone feel connected to, because she's gonna need these. She's she might be the Antichrist. Like she is very foul.
But I'm not saying it's not, it makes sense. If that's the case, like then that would provide a good argument for a lawyer trying to prove when she started banging Ben.
Yeah.
Is when she started like making, or not Ben.
West.
Is when she started going and getting all these reaching out for support.
Yeah.
Because she knew something was coming. And again, I don't.
What happened to you, man? Like you don't like that's a traumatized kid. That's a kid who's had to lie to stay safe, to lie to get out of like it's just.
The person that was in our comments that said they went to high school with her was like, this is how she's always been, like that serial monogamist. And if you are someone who is a serial monogamist, I can only speak from my experience with girls that have been this way. You don't put your female relationships above your dude relationships, your intimate relationships. So because the highest prize for you is the fact that he picked me.
Yeah.
And now I'm with this guy and like, I'm the cool girl because I just have this guy as like my shield and I have something to do every Friday and Saturday night and I'll catch you when I catch you.
Yeah.
And when he's annoying me, I'll go talk to you guys and you can be my sounding board and like my hype girls, but then I'm always going to go back to him. And I think that that's just the pattern that we're now hip to.
Yeah. So when she's talking to her about Carl, I'm realizing that like, you know, we could have all thought that it was just her Bailey reaching for someone nice, or she found some comfort in Carl or whatever, but it seems like she's really starting to like him. And everything that Amanda was saying to her was very, you know, pushing her in that direction. And like, I am just like starting to get a little like, is this where Bailey says that she's not going to talk to him about it today because he's kind of down and out about something?
No.
Or that's later on. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's after her and Carl.
Okay, so
talking. Carl almost.
Yeah. Okay. So that seemed reaffirmed what I started to feel in this one, which is and Amanda, of course she's going to do this because she doesn't think about anyone but herself. But like, I feel like she's kind of encouraging this to happen. And I want better for Bailey. I love Carl. I'm all in on Carl this year. I really am. But I just don't want her getting into some weird codependent relationship with Carl, who just has a gang of problems and just needs to.
And she's constantly having to like uplift
yeah,
him.
and she's a baby, you know, like, and she's got all the energy for it. And I don't want her wasting all of her youthful energy on, you know, someone who just like still has a ways to go. And like, it needs to be nurturing his relationship with Lindsay, his counterpart, that like they're of a certain age. They need to be working through things together, not little baby dumpling face. She doesn't need to be here pulling your.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Nat.
Little baby dumpling face is 30.
She's a baby.
Yeah, she's not. But I wasn't shipping them, as the kids say, until dumbass see you next Tuesday Amanda listed the Bailey needs somebody like that and Carl needs somebody, and they did the whole ding 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 check check check, and then went to Carl ding ding, and I was like, huh, interesting.
Okay.
Like maybe, just maybe, Bailey's high energy, go-getter attitude, like, let's do it. We're going to do that. I'm going to go film with I'm going to get a couple interviews down the street, and then we're going to go to Soft Bar, and we're going to get that wallpaper up, and then we're going to go here. We got to do that post letter later for Soft. That could be the perfect person for Carl.
I just think he's going to benefit a lot, and she's going to be the same either way.
But maybe not, because as we've talked about, Bailey is fine with the women, busted when it comes to dudes, right? Like, so she's broken right now. Carl could be the perfect guy to support her and give her love and like be sweet and lift her up and help her with the interviews and hold the camera and shoot some stuff and come up with some ideas and do some like, they could kind of be the perfect people for each other right now. I'm not saying forever, but if she can help him kind of get through some shit, and he can help her get this not little. My mom used to say little shit all the time. I'd throw little. Oh, you can go through little friends, and I'd be like, not my little friends. These are my regular friends.
These are my regular size.
Like with her business or her like they could kind of be perfect, and he could build her self-esteem back up.
You know how sometimes when you start dating someone and they're just like a little womp, but you're just like, no, they're just going through a phase, and like, I'm going to help them. Like,
yeah,
I'm worried that.
I wasn't womp.
No. No. I'm just saying, like, what she's saying is exactly what I'm thinking about Carl. Like, I feel like we've been saying he's just going through something since we pretty much met it.
Like, maybe this is just who he is.
Yeah.
And I'm also really here for Carl this season.
Yeah.
And this is no shade towards him. When she was going through that list, my first thought was like, are you just saying all this stuff to try to cover up for the fact that like you kind of hung her out to dry when she said because Ben wants to sleep with you, and now you're saying in your confessional that it is true. Like, I'm just wondering how much of that is like a cover up work.
Yeah.
And then also, I know Carl wants to be in a relationship. I don't know if Carl is there, and I worry that like it'll just be her uplifting him.
And she's going to have a bar apron on, working at Soft Bar any second. Hey, you guys doing good? Oh, let me zip over here. Like, she's going to do free work.
And the sex is going to stop real quick.
Sex is going to suck.
Yeah, I see that scenario, but
just
I don't.
The benefits.
Yeah,
one might get way more benefit from it than the other.
I hear you. I just think Bailey needs some benefit too, and that benefit that she needs right now is a pretty, and listen, I don't know if it's Carl, but she needs a nice dude that's going to be sweet to her for a while and build her confidence back up and get her to trust that not every single dude on earth is a piece of shit again.
I agree. If she can take it if she can be one of those people that's like, great, got what I needed out of that and moving on up. Nice to know. Like, thanks for everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she is. And so maybe once I get more confidence in that she is more of a self-starter and like gets herself out of things, doesn't linger into things, and I would be way more pro. Because everything you're saying, I definitely think that he has the traits to offer that she could benefit from. I just think that his benefiting would be so much greater. And she needs to focus on her own career. She doesn't need to be helping him launch a non-alcoholic
and also the difference between her, like if I'm just looking from what they're showing us, like her with Carl and KJ with Dara, is KJ and Dara laugh. KJ and Dara went to a concert. They cooked breakfast for everyone in the house. They've been cooking in New York. They've been like, they seem to have this great thing that they're building independent of everyone in the house. And it seems right now, like what's going on between Carl and Bailey is completely connected to the house drama. Like, oh, I told Lindsay we were going out on a date. Oh, I'm so sad about
that's a
what's
great point.
going on with Kyle. And it's like, if you build your relationship based off of circumstantial stuff and the drama of it, that's not, in my opinion, always built to last. It's like, why are you showing up if all of that goes away?
You know, that's a good point.
And I would really want him to pursue her and show some
I don't know if he
fire
can
in him,
pursue anyone.
I think that could really change my okay, well, let's see what you got then.
That's
know?
right.
But until then, like if she asks him out on one more date, I'm going to scream.
Well, no, and I think you're right. And I think when she was like, I kind of want to, I've asked every time and I would like him to ask me. And then Amanda was like, well, I think that maybe he's in an era where he would like to be pursued. And she was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. But me too.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
sorry, fellas.
Yeah.
The ladies get to be pursued. That's it. I don't make the rules. That's
how
it works.
nature
Yeah,
made it,
like,
honestly.
Force them.
And also, not to just totally belabor this, but I feel like I don't know.
The gayness.
And there's that.
Oh, I forgot about the gayness.
Oh, we were doing so good.
I just don't know if Carl has it in him, maybe ever, but specifically at this incarnation of him, to pursue someone.
Yeah.
He can't even have it doesn't have to be a confrontational conversation with Kyle. Kyle is your best friend. You can sit down with him and tell him how you're feeling. If you have been friends with this guy for over a decade, you were the officiant at his wedding. He has seen you through the darkest times in your life. You are now seeing him through the darkest times in his life. If you can't have a conversation with him, how the hell are you going to get the chutzpah to pursue a woman?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see, never the twain shall meet.
No. I
Yeah,
agree.
and he already knows you're upset that you didn't get on In the City, Carl. So it's not going to be that big of a deal. Just tell him. And if Carl doesn't get it in him, then Bailey's not going to get it in her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the next scene up is Sabrina arrives. And listen, she is beautiful. And I do really think
She
she's
is, like,
very
stunning.
stunning.
Yeah.
And I do think she is very, very sweet. I just think she's one of those people that like in 5 seconds of meeting you, she's like, oh my God, we're best friends. And I'm like, oh, wait, did I skip a few chapters? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I missed the conversation
Yeah.
where you guys bonded. But she's just like, no, I bonded in my meditation with you this morning, which listen, that's also me. So I can't hate on it. Although she is a very questionable dresser. Like I felt like she came out of she was like an extra from Peter Pan when she showed up with those weird boots and the lace choker and no one clock this
I
outfit?
don't think I even noticed what she was wearing.
It did look Coachella chic to me.
What was the theme of this party? Did she
Vegas.
change?
This was Vegas party, Vegas pool party. But she had like knee-high tan leather boots.
But they were flat. They were like moccasins that were knee
Yeah,
high.
all that sounds
moccasin-y
horrible. I just
women.
don't remember it.
And then also I
dress
feel like you're
and
gonna be on
wrap or
TV. We
something.
could you're beautiful, but you could also be beautiful and brush your hair. They were just and I'm not coming for her. She's stunning. She's absolute perfection. It was just I think I would be so aware that I would be on camera.
Yeah.
And it's so nice maybe that she's not, that I would show up, I would run my outfit past multiple people.
If she's this hippy dippy kind of meditation and all the vibes and whatever, maybe they never dress well.
I mean, I'm hippy dippy meditation, but I accessorize because I'm a lady from New Jersey. That's it. She's just not from New Jersey. We finished it. The end.
Where does she live?
Probably in the city, is my guess.
Oh, okay.
She said she was Indian.
But this is when they start their conversation in the scene.
Yeah. She didn't bother me as much this time around as she did the last time around.
No. She's simmered and settled a little bit more this episode. Although I did think it was really funny. They get this apology out of the way and Amanda says what set you off, rightfully so. And then at the end, Sabrina goes, Amanda's like, I'm telling you the truth or something to that end. And Sabrina's like, I know you are because I could tell if you were going to do me dirty. And I'm like, don't think you could.
Yeah.
There's
that's
an
the thing.
audience of people for 10 years that didn't see this coming, Sabrina. So
See,
stick
that's
your
the
feet in
thing.
the water's
I don't
warm.
think I think that was a shot. I could be totally wrong and just misread this completely. And I don't know why I feel this way. But there was a look in her eye that made me feel like that was a shot across the bow. that she wasn't really being serious. She was saying to Amanda, like, because she wouldn't have, if she truly felt like, oh no, I can tell when she wouldn't have followed up with the savage thing. You wouldn't need to. You only bring up the savage thing if you need to tell someone how shit's going to go down if you with me. Do you know what I mean? If you're not thinking they're with you, you're just saying like,
No,
yeah, I know, I'm so aware. Then you're just an idiot.
But the bottom line is she doesn't know Amanda that well.
She
So
does.
I think
Ben, are you kidding me? She probably knows Amanda more than any of these people because of Ben.
Well, now I'm just wondering what Ben really told her.
right. Like, I mean, like she has not spent any quality time
Ben
with
is
Amanda.
still on my shit list. My shit list is laminated, by the way.
Dude, your
Like,
shit
you can't
list
get
is
off of it
so
once you're
huge.
on.
And it's long. This year it's very, very long. With
Yeah.
due with all it's all due. It's all or whatever
Yeah.
the way to say it is. I'm exhausted. It's all now gobbledygook.
Yeah.
But I don't think she spent enough quality time with Amanda to really know who she is. So if I was her, I would be all nicey nice, but I would be like, but just know, I will stab you while you're looking me in the eye in the front. If you ever did that,
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, but you look so cute and you're having a great hair day.
Yeah,
Like I would, if I don't know the person and I'm just like trying to let them know, like, listen, I'm the nicest person in the world until you with me, and then all bets are off. I would say that if I was in her positions,
Yeah.
Sabrina's.
I think what kind of got me even more gassed up that this was going to go a different way, which I understand you think that it did because you think that what she was saying had meaning behind it. But when she gets out of the car and the first thing Ben says to her is something like, oh, you're about to go terrorize someone or something. Like it's like they had been talking about it. Like it's like Sabrina and Ben had been going back and forth about like that she's going to confront Amanda when she gets here. And like, I just thought it was like a funny thing to say, like basically within the first minute, 30 seconds even, I think of her arrival, she was like, you got business to take. Like, God, I wish I would have wrote it down exactly what she said.
She just to go back to your point, she does know Amanda. Amanda's the one that pissed her off or made her feel a type of way by saying this crazy thing about her boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's the only experience, real true experience with all these people from a negative standpoint that she does have is with Amanda.
Maybe she's just not a good lander of her emotions. Like maybe everything just comes off very light and bubbly because that's her MO.
Yeah.
When she gets out, he says, ready for conflict. Like he was just a very like, what are you doing, dude? Like
Ben thinks he's a producer.
I know. Yeah.
That could also just be a general.
I liked you for 5 seconds when you were cute and didn't talk a lot. And now it's all gone down the hill since you opened your mouth.
Honestly, I really am not here for him. And I'm sure he's a lovely person in real life.
No, I don't care. Go. No.
I don't like him for the show. I feel like he truly has come in thinking that he's having the season that Mia's having and you're not. And I also think he's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to insert my girlfriend here now. I'm part of the group. I'm part of the crew.
Yeah.
She's going to be a full-time cast member. Like he's planning all of this out because I think being a good-looking white dude has gotten him very far in life.
Yeah.
And I mean, look how far it's gotten West, and West isn't even good looking.
Yeah.
But it's like he thinks that, oh yeah, no, I can just do this. I can just come on. I had The Bachelor in Australia. I had some other show. Like, yeah, I'm just going to come on and I just get to do this because I'm the talent and then they want me there. And it comes off as very
gross.
I was
entitled and you deliver nothing.
That's the word.
You deliver nothing. It's one thing to be entitled and get on shows, but like then you gotta dance, monkey dance.
Yeah,
and like
and
he ain't dancing.
He's not delivering. The next scene up is Bailey and Carl chatting, and I really, 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 really like Carl.
Yeah, I know.
But when he goes, "Oh, is that your favorite spirit?" I'm just putting it out there. I think that is.
Oh, you think that's gay?
When does a straight dude ever come up to you being like, oh, Natalie, you're drinking tequila, your favorite spirit?
Well, I mean, he is in the bar business, and
he's not. He's in the soft bar business.
I know, but I do think listen, I'm sure he is everything that we've been saying for however long. But when he came back from traveling to basically get more knowledge of this industry and whatever, and came back and he had this whole thing about like soft drinks were used to, that's what you would call a non-alcoholic drink. I'd like a soft drink. Like I remember him literally telling that story on like 700 different podcasts and interviews about like how riveting this new information was that like soft
But
drinks
like, who
weren't just a
doesn't
soda.
know that?
Oh, well, I mean, I thought they were sodas. Like,
Oh,
just,
no, soft drinks.
yeah, soft drink is a soda.
Oh yeah, no, I know. But like, you never were at a restaurant and like heard like seen like a sign that said like soft drinks or anything over like the sodas.
Yeah, for sodas, not for non-alcoholic beverages that were like
Oh, I
specifically
understand what you're saying.
for
Sorry.
someone trying to like have like, it's kind of like a cocktail, but it's soft, you know, like it's like, I understand that soft drinks are non-alcoholic, but like I was never ordering one because I was trying to keep it cool tonight.
Yes,
you
no,
know?
sorry. I thought you meant you had never heard a soda be referred to as a
No,
soft drink.
no.
I'm like, oh, really?
No, God, no. I've heard that. I thought
Yeah.
it was funny that Carl went and found that out and came back and told everyone its origin story. So that's why when he said spirits, I was like, I think he's just really into the lingo.
It's part of his origin. It's part of his origin
His
story.
origin story. So yeah, I don't love that he like everything that he said to her. I think that Carl is a trauma dumper, you know, and I think that Bailey's like prime for the like taking. She's gonna hold them all in her big cleave.
Her basket's empty right now. Her love tank's empty, and you can trauma dump right into it.
Yeah, I want them to be really good friends. I think they could
Me
be great
too.
friends.
I think
to
they
each
could
other.
be great friends because that's
Have
what
a kiss,
you do.
get it out of the way, you know.
Also, he'd be a great gay bestie for her.
It's true.
I think that I said all that stuff a minute ago about them being maybe possibly good for each other. And I left out this part because I knew we were getting to this scene. And then we also, in our last episode, if you didn't watch it, West Side Scamandal Part 4, 4 of 100.
It's volume 4.
Yeah,
this
volume
is a series.
4.
This is a mini series.
Yeah, exactly.
A limited series.
I said
hope.
I was going to talk about something in the show where we talked about the show, and this is that. And spoiler alert, this is that moment. We talked about it a little bit before. I think it's weird how people process things and like how a thing happens and then you go whatever way you're going to go with it. I got the shit beat out of me as a kid. I don't know, talk about my childhood a ton because we like to have fun here. And I don't mean that. I had a fine childhood, but like I got spanked. I got belts, switches, like, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people who are like, yep, I had to do that.
So
Yep,
did
I had to do that. I had to do that. So I'm not pity partying myself.
Breadboard.
Yeah, I had to go out and pick switches and then pick off all the little like nubs of shit, hand that over, and then get whipped with that. These are my mom's boyfriends. Like these weren't even my parents that did this shit. And then I had
did
a
not know that.
parent
That's
that didn't
not okay.
like love taking care of me. Probably because they couldn't or didn't want to or whatever. So I got shipped off a bunch of times. I don't know. Maybe I should go see someone about that. But like,
I think that would be a great idea because that's a lot to walk around with inside yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. But like, I don't recall. Now I'm going to say this. She's going to be like, bro. But I don't recall ever being like, oh, I'm so sad because I got spanked and Ron's boyfriend took
Maybe
a belt
because
to
you
me.
need to go to
and-
therapy so you can process that.
I don't know. But like, then do I end up like Carl where I'm crying
No.
about it all the time? That's what I'm saying. And I don't mean to be
No, wait,
like,
hold
oh,
on.
Carl's
You're
crying about it all the
You're
time.
saying that you got spanked and you never walked away with like any issue. Well, I mean, but it is, you never were pissed that it was like the boyfriends? Because like I never walked away pissed that I got spanked. Like I mean, I'm pissed because I just got spanked, but like I know what I did. Like I definitely like brought that on myself. And these were both my parents. You know, it's my stepdad, but he was my stepdad since I'm 2. So he's basically I got 2 full-time dads. They both beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But I was an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, I was not the best kid in the whole wide world.
But
So I
it would
think
be
I knew.
weird to have somebody that did you even know them like well
yeah.
enough? Okay.
I mean, well enough. And it's not like my mom would go out and meet a dude and on
Be like, "Can
Friday
you
and
come and backhand my
Sunday
kid?"
night I'm getting
I had a
spanked.
kid I
Like,
need you to take care of.
yeah, totally. Well, I can't. But like, so yeah, like it, you know. But I just mean like I would never. I don't know if I would ever be early stages of a potential partner saying like crying about how like, oh, I used to get spanked as a little kid. Nah, and like there was no context to it other than.
Did Carl say this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was telling her
didn't-
that
He was
he
like,
got
he got hit.
spanked and like got the belt, and I'm sitting here like, and again, I don't want to doubt, like everyone's got their own shit and their own trauma, and that's the thing that I'm trying to express is that to me it's interesting how a thing can happen to 100 people and there's 100 different outcomes.
Yeah.
Right. somebody's like, yeah, okay, cool. I spanked. I don't understand. Am I supposed to be sad about that? Am I supposed to cry about that? Am I supposed to go to therapy and work out something that I don't even know exists or doesn't exist? Am I supposed to be a Carl and talk to random girls at a summer house about how my mom spanked me when I was a little tiny baby?
I think there's so
what
much
the shit.
But here's the thing. I think there's so much nuance to what he experienced that he might not even be saying. Like if his dad, because it was from his dad, I think he said, right?
I can't remember.
I think it was, but I don't know. I don't know if he had the best relationship with his dad. His dad might have been also an addict and maybe he didn't say that. I don't know if it was like people are coming to mind that have had the experience of like, yeah, my dad it was switches, it was all of that stuff and beat the shit out of me. So like, I don't know if maybe he didn't want to go into all of it, or I don't know if maybe there were other things in there that he just didn't want to talk about. And again, this is projection disclaimer. There's just someone that I know and have been very close to that has had, beat me, touched me inappropriately, verbally inappropriate. And
do you?
No.
God,
no,
Sorry.
no,
Sometimes I
not
clock
me,
in
not
and clock
me.
out of, and I'm like,
No, I've never been. I've never
breaking
been.
news on
My parents
Showmance.
never did they never hit me, never did anything inappropriate. They just gave me their opinions too much, but that's about it. And thanks for that, guys. Made me pretty great because now I don't care when anyone offends me. Anyway, you haven't met the Abbiatis. But so at any rate, like, I just don't know if he was only giving us the tip of the iceberg as opposed to like the base of it and what actually happened. Like I know that he grew up in a very religious context or like within his family. And I just am wondering, is there more than what he was just sharing in that little snippet and not just like, oh, and I'm not that you shouldn't hit your child ever, but like if you're
not true.
If you're saying that you got spanked and you're not sitting here having the same experience Carl is, like, I'm just wondering, are we comparing apples to apples?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, we'll never know. But the point being is like, is the outcome. Like how Carl is very traumatized by and again, like now I'm going to say this and I've kind of defeated this conversation because we're going to always just go back to, well, we don't know if it's apples and oranges. But Carl seems to have described a life that many people have grown up in and has a very, and I'm not saying any of this to shit on Carl or be like, well, that's not the way to do it. I don't know what the way to do it is, but he seems to be very victim-y, very like, oh, I got spanked. I got this. I had these problems in my Most people do. And I don't hear, I just don't, again, I don't, and it's not that I don't hear that. It's just, it's interesting to me how people respond, I guess. Is
totally. And I'm just giving you the other point of view. I was shocked because I never, and again, I'm not being like everything was perfect all the time. Of course, every family has their stuff, but like that, I never experienced that in my home.
Nobody in your family got spanked?
No.
Oh, wow.
No one laid a hand on anyone ever. Like one time, I think my sister was like trying to like run away or something. And like my brother grabbed her jacket to like bring her back in the house. But that was my brother and sister. Like no one was ever like touched ever. In a violent way, or in a spanking way. And I've never talked about this with, I know certain guys that like I've dated that has been the case, but like I met them as adults. I don't have any friends that I grew up with that they would be like, oh my God, like my mom did this or my dad did that. So I was very shocked when I heard him say that.
Oh.
That he got spanked?
Spanked, belts, switches.
I don't know. I think that you and my friend Elizabeth might be the only people that I actually know that didn't.
Now I want to go
spanked.
ask people.
Maybe Jenny, just because Jenny, I just don't know if her family. Yeah, I mean, I literally everyone I grew up with, we were getting our asses beat all the time. But like none of us.
If Jenny didn't get spanked, it's because Jenny's perfect and never did anything wrong.
Right. Well, so yeah, like maybe I just don't. I don't know. So yeah, I am not saying you should do it. But I am saying like, I never walked away feeling like, oh, I wish I've been abused. You know, I always knew like, you brought that on yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't the spankings that I walked away from feeling abused. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I listen, it's very sweet that Carl's talking about how, like, you know, with Kyle, like I was so gnarly when I was like in the throes of addiction and I never would want to hurt anyone's feelings. But you got to realize like that's not life. Like in life, in friendships that you are going to have that span decades and decades, if you're lucky, like you will have someone who's going to screw up. You're going to have an uncomfortable conversation. Sometimes people have kids and you don't have kids and you feel neglected by your friends and you're trying to be understanding that they've got a lot on their plate, but like you still also have needs and you're checking in, and then you got to like, if these things are going to happen as you get older, as different things arise, and like if you can't have just because it's an uncomfortable conversation doesn't mean it's a bad conversation. And I just think Carl needs to, I don't mean to sound so harsh, but like, I don't know any other way to say it. Like you got to move through that. You got to not just get over it, but like you have to have the, like I was talking to a friend the other day who owns their own business, and she was saying how like, oh, I have to do like these like end of year review or like yearly reviews and talk about like, oh, you did this well, you didn't do this well, here's room for improvement, whatever. And she said, I really don't want to do it. And I was like, but this is a gift for you because it only helps you manage people better if you can have conversations that you don't want to have with them. Like when I was doing estate management, I didn't want to do anything. I did not want to do one thing that job entailed. One of those things were having annual reviews with people. But you realize like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And they will be the better off for it. And so will you. And hopefully so will your relationship. So Carl, let's go, honey.
They always talk about how Gen X is underdiagnosed, Gen Z is overdiagnosed. And it does feel sometimes like I love when honestly, I swear to God, when anyone can like come to terms with something that happened and label it, whether that was okay or that wasn't. Like I want everyone to go and get their feelings felt and figure all that out. But then I do feel like there is such a thing as like, if you are a lifer in therapy, like listen, unless this is a very general thing. I'm talking about just those of us who just had like, oh, we've all been a little fucked up at times, but like some people that have gone through certain kinds of traumas, sure, I would never speak on what they need to be doing. But in general, I do think that when you just keep talking about these things over and over and over again, especially to the 30-year-old little cutie, little baby dumpling face that is just trying to enjoy her tequila soda, you know, and like
it's her favorite spirit.
It's her favorite spirit, and
whiskey
is. And she's in yet another leopard caftan at the Vegas party. Like this just shows me that like Carl's just always going to take a minute to either load something on you that in like an inappropriate time, like, and I'm not even saying like, I'm sure Bailey opened herself up to that. Like, I'm not saying, but like, he's always going to find it's more times than it's not. It's like, or he's going to find a way to get pissed that Kyle forgot one day out of the million other times that he took care of him when his brother, like on the brother anniversary, or, you know, like whatever. It just is like, it's when someone's just constantly looking for that thing. You know, we were just watching Southern Hospitality, and it was just like, I feel like Michael's woke up that morning and was like, what can I be super pissed off about today? Who can I really isolate and be like, you're whatever, just to like, so everyone's kind of rallying around me and asking what's wrong. Like some people just kind of like, they get like, I don't want to say they thrive off of this stuff, but it becomes a part of their daily, like, did you eat breakfast? You know, did you have that? Did you tell someone that they didn't do you right? You know, and I just, that is, I love Carl to death. I really do. He is so much positive, good energy. And I think you could tell him anything. I think he'd be a great advice giver. I think he'd show up when you got a flat tire. Like, I really do. But this is just something that like, you got to let go of this stuff. You have got to let go, and you have to stop being angry and telling everyone all of your problems, like on a daily basis, it seems.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing I didn't say, but I was going to say, like with the Carl and Bailey thing, like, I think if they were good together and all those things that I talked about earlier were true and happened, great. I do think that, and the thing that I didn't say, which I'll say now, is the one thing that could get on Bailey's nerves is I saw kind of yes, she felt compassion and was like, oh, that makes me sad for you. But she said that I feel sad for you, or that makes me sad for you.
Yeah.
Like the for you part was a
Yes.
little like, well, bro,
Yes.
I'm going to go talk to Ben. Or, you know, like
Yeah.
not legit, not literally, but like a little like, oh, okay. I'll listen, but I don't think I want to you anymore.
Yeah, I think we should just be friends.
Yeah, maybe we're
And you
just
know what?
friends.
If that is what is the determining factor for
Yeah.
Bailey to be like, I actually don't think I like Carl. I love Carl,
Yeah.
but as a friend, I think I'm going to be great friends with Carl.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I do hope that she gets that, because at some point she gives a kind of like a follow up to whatever is her, because she wanted to tell Carl, you know, that she liked him and kind of wanted to like progress their relationship. So I can't remember who she's talking to, but she ends up saying like, I think I'm actually gonna hold back on that because he's like going through it right now, and I just like don't want to give him one more thing to deal with. And the fact that Bailey thought that sharing her affections for someone, I really like you, I would like to go on more dates with you, spend more time with you. The fact that she thought that that was going to be a thing that could be added on a list of like woes for Carl, when that should only be like a celebration station, you know, like that's how I know Bailey's not even built for this, like, because she's already taken the back seat to issues like this.
And
like,
also, Bailey, when you get older, you'll realize like, oh, that just means this person is not ready for a relationship for the foreseeable future. I'm going to check out of this and check into someone else's hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey, you'll seem needy until your needs are met. Dash Jen O'Toole.
But with Carl, I don't know.
Say, Jen, have you met Carl?
Yeah, Jen, what?
No, I'm saying Bailey will seem needy until her needs are met. Carl's not going to meet them.
I don't think Bailey seems needy.
Oh yeah, I don't think she seems needy either.
I thought you were talking about Carl being needy, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. I think
That might be his
meet,
default setting.
Yeah, I think you can meet Carl's needs, and you'd be like, I actually found one more.
What I meant
Found a
was
couple
you
few
saying
more.
Bailey felt that her telling Carl that she liked him was a
You'll be needy.
issue.
Yeah,
like
okay.
so like in her mind she feels that like she's, you know, a problem, a thing. So
Yeah.
Okay, the next scene is when Amanda, Ciara, and Mia are all in Amanda's room, and I have a lot to say about the scene because it enraged me, but I know we've been yammering on for like an hour and a half, so we're gonna cut here,
Yeah.
go to part 2,
Yes.
and like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend, and we'll see you over at part 2,
Yeah.
which might not be up immediately because Natalie's just one human lady and she can only get things out so fast.
As fast as I can get it up, you'll find it.
Okay,
Okay.
Cut.
Love you. Bye.
bye.